Okay, we are going to start our project with an H 5.0 millimeter crochet hook, and I'm also using for this project a Red Heart Super Saver and a worsted weight number 4, and the color of this yarn is Aran Fleck. It's really pretty. It's like the tanny beige with a whole bunch of flecks of colors in it. So it's really nice because it will go with anything you want to wear, which is really nice. So I'm just going to start with a basic slip knot, and this is just how I do mine, and you can choose however you'd like to do yours. And we are going to chain 8. Let's begin. Okay. Now in this project we're going to be working only in the back loops. That gives it that ridge effect. So we're going to single crochet in each chain all the way down, and we're going to start in the second chain from the hook, which would be this one. So for this row, just pick up that top stitch. Usually you'd pick up both, but we're just going to pick up this top one just to start. So go ahead and do a single crochet in this one, and in each chain all the way down. And remember, that would mean we have 7, because that was our turning one. So that's our first one, and that would be considered our first one here, so that's our second. And our last one would make 7. Okay. Oops, I think I dropped a stitch. There we go. So we're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn our work. Now we're going to be working in the back loops only, like I said. So if you look at your work like this and you flip it up, you can see that there is front loops and back loops, and we're going to be picking up that back loop only. So we're going to single crochet all the way across, picking up that back loop only. So you turn it and insert your crochet hook into just that back loop like this, and do your single crochet stitch as normal. And do that all the way across in that those back loops. And your chain 1 is considered as your first single crochet, so that would be 3. And you do want to kind of keep a little count going in your head just to make sure that you didn't miss any. It's easy to, like right here, to go, oh, where am I supposed to pick it up? And things like that, and not be able to find that stitch. But right here, see if we can turn it a little bit better so you can see it. See, there's a front and there's a back, so we just want to pick up that back loop right here. Just the back loop, like that. So we're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn. So we are going to do a single crochet in the first 3 stitches. Let me bring this a little bit closer. In those back loops again, we're going to be working in the back loops for all of the rows. We did 3, that would be considered 4 stitches. So in this 5th one, we're going to do 2 single crochets so we can start getting that upside down V look. It will look really, really nice. Give it some different detail than the normal. And finish off with our last 2 single crochet. Picking up that back loop only. Sometimes those back loops on the end can be a little tight and tricky. So we're going to chain 1 and turn, and then you're going to do a single crochet in just 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way across in those back loops. So every time we complete a row with an increase in the middle, when we chain and turn, we're going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way across. So that would be in all of our even rows, which is the wrong side of the work, technically. Last loop is giving me problems tonight. Goodness, okay, we got it. So chain 1 and turn. So this is going to be our odd, and we are going to do we did our chain 1, so we're going to single crochet in the first 3, in those back loops, and then we're going to do 2 in the 4th one, which is technically our 5th. Remember, chain 1 count, and then single crochet in the last 3. Chain 1 and turn, and do 1 single crochet in each stitch across. You can see it's starting to grow now. Okay, chain 1 and turn. This is row 7 now. So we're going to do a single crochet in the first 4 this time. And we're going to do 2, whoops, I did that one, 2 in that next one. Make sure we only pick up that back loop. Chain 1 and turn, and 1 single crochet all the way down. See how it's starting to kind of form an upside down V? That's exactly what we want it to do. So basically we're going to keep doing what we've done before. Basically we're going to keep increasing, and about the center, you want to kind of eyeball and look at about the center-ish is where you want to put those 2 stitches so it continues the V. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's going to go, oh, your upside down V is off. Nobody's going to see it. So just as close to the center as possible. And so let's continue. So we're going to do a single crochet in the first 4. And then 2 in the next. And single crochet in the rest. And then turn and we'll do 1 single crochet in each stitch across. Sorry, my hands are wiggling. I catch myself looking at my hands instead of looking through the camera. I should be looking through the camera so I can make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Move my yarn out so I'm not having to pull on it. Chain 1 and turn. Just kind of eyeballing it here. So about right here, looks like the middle to me. So this is where we're going to want to do our double. And I don't have a pattern to this, I'm just kind of winging it here. Maybe you can tell. That's okay. It will be fine. We'll get through it. So do 2 into this stitch here. And then 1 and the rest to the end. Oops. And then do 1 single crochet in each one all the way across. And I'll meet you at the end of that row. Okay, we're going to start our project with a size H 5.0 millimeter crochet hook. And I'm using a number 4 worsted weight yarn. It happens to be Red Heart Super Saver. And here's the color, if you're interested. It's really nice. It has it's like a beigey tan color with different flecks in it. Really, really pretty. So we're going to start with a basic slip knot. This is just how I do mine. And we're going to chain 8. And I'm not going to count across because I know you can count on your own. And we're going to be working the half double crochet in this project, and we're going to be working in the back loops only. This will give it that ribbed effect. For the first row though, because it's really difficult to pick up those back loops, it's just easier just to pick up the top loop here. So we're going to do a half double crochet in the second chain from the hook, which would be this one. So wrap our yarn over and go into the stitch and pick up a loop and come back, and you have 3 on your chain or on your hook, and you wrap your yarn over and pull through all 3 just like that. So let me show you again, just like that. So go ahead and do that in each chain all the way down. Oops, I didn't wrap my work. If you don't wrap it, it will be a single crochet, not a half double. What's nice about doing the half double is that it makes it thicker, which means it goes faster, and it's not as thin or as loose as a complete double crochet, so that makes it nice. Oops. And that last chain, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. So now we're going to be working in the back loops only. So if you flip your work up, you can see that there are, pull my hook out, that there are the front loop, which is facing you, and then there's the back loop. So next to it would be the front loop and there's the back loop. We're going to work into the back loop only for the rest of our project. till we get to the end. So we are going to going by the seat of my pants here. Let me think what I'm trying to say. We are going to do a half double crochet in the first 3, because that's roughly our middle, so we can get that upside down V look. So we're going to do 3 in that one in the first 3. Picking up that back loop. And then in the next one, you're going to want to do 2. And then 1 in the next. Okay, we're going to start with our slip knot. And really quick, I'm using an 5.0 millimeter crochet hook, and I'm using a worsted weight 4-ply yarn. And this is one of those Fleck kind. I think it's called Aran Fleck, A-R-A-N. So we're gonna do a chain of 9, and our first one does not count, never counts as 1. So here's 1. And I'm not going to count, because I know you know how to count on your own. So there's 9. And now we're going to do a half double crochet in the second chain from the hook, which would be this one right here. So I'm going to wrap our yarn over our hook, go into the work, wrap our yarn over, come back out. You have 3. You'll wrap our yarn over and pull through all 3. Because it's half of a double crochet, so that's why it's called a half double crochet. So wrap our yarn over, go into the stitch, wrap our yarn over, pull back out. You have 3, wrap our yarn over, and go through all 3. So go ahead and do that in each one, and you should have 8. And it's a good idea to keep count, just so you know that you have the right amount as you're going along. Then pretty soon we won't have to count, but it's good to count in the first couple ones, that way you can see what you're doing, and you know yours won't be all cattywampus. And here's our 8th one. Okay, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn our work just like this. And now we're going to be working in the back loops only. And just dropped my bottle of water. So if you turn the work up on its side, you can clearly see that there are front loops and back loops. So when you look like this, it looks like it's right here, but it's not. It's right here when you turn it up on its side. So we're going to be working into the back loops for the rest of our rows for the project. So basically you want to look at your work, and you want to kind of aim for the middle. And obviously this is an even number, so the middle, you know, I'm going to say my middle is right about here. So in that middle stitch, we're going to do 2 half double crochets instead of 1 in that back loop. And that will help us to form the upside down V. So let's do 1 half double crochet in each stitch until that point, and then we'll do 2 into that stitch. Picking up that back loop. I think that was the one I said I'm going to consider my back one, or my middle one, so I'm going to do 2 in that same stitch. and then do 1 half double crochet in the remaining. Well, one does not realize how much they move their hands until they need to be still for the camera. Okay, now we're going to chain 1 and turn, and we are on all even rows. We are going to be doing 1 half double crochet in each stitch across. On the odd ones is when we're going to do that increase in the middle. So do 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way across, and I will meet you at the other end. So I just completed my last one, and that would be 9, because our chain 1 would be considered our first half double crochet. So we're going to chain 1 up, and we're going to turn, and we're going to look at the middle again, and you can tell right here is where we increased. So right about here is where I'm going to increase again. Feel free to go ahead and work ahead of me, or to stop and rewind and play it back. So everybody learns at their own speed. I'm just looking to see. I'm gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna do 2 into this one here. And at the end you can chain 1. If you're ahead, you can chain 1, turn, and do 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way to the end. And I will pick you up on the other side at the end of the 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way across. So I completed that row, and at the end of that you should have 10, and you can really see it starting to do its little upside down V when you look at your work. So we're gonna, I did my chain 1, and we're gonna turn and do the increase in the middle. I'll do my increase right here. Okay, we're going to chain 1 and turn, and 1 half double crochet all the way across. Okay, I have completed my half double crochet and chain and turn. So this is where we have so far. See if I can zoom out and you can kind of see. So basically what you want to do, the average head is around 21, 22 inches around. And so what you want to do is you want to do half of that. Basically, you want to keep increasing until from the bottom to the top is half of that. So if it was 20, you do 10 inches, and so on and so forth. So go ahead and keep increasing until you have half of the width, or excuse me, the length that you need. And so do increasing row, and then 1 half double crochet row, and so on and so forth. And we will pick up at that point, so we can go ahead and decrease and go on down for the other side. So I'll pick you up there. Okay, I have completed, or I think it was about half. I rough estimated it, but this is where I've completed, so you can see to my hand right here how big it is. And so I got my little ruler out. And you want to kind of measure in the middle to where it's not a huge V, but you can kind of see how it kind of comes up and goes back down. So I have about 10 inches here from what I could see. So I ended on a, what did I end on? An increasing row. So what we want to do is 2 rows of just our half double crochet at the top. So we have to make sure we have enough to go over the top of our head, and then we need to make sure we have enough for that button. So let's go ahead and do 2 rows of the half double crochet in the back loops only, and we'll continue from there. Okay, so I've completed my 2 rows up here of my half double crochet, so we're going to start decreasing now. So I'm holding this up in the air so I can get the whole thing in there. So basically you're going to do that chain 1 and turn, and you're going to eyeball it in the middle again. And see if I can set this up while we're still running. Okay, so basically we are going to decrease in the center there. So we're still going into those back loops, doing a half double crochet. And we'll show you how to decrease when we get to the middle. There's no magic number, we're still just kind of eyeballing it. And you can kind of look back on your row and see where you did your increase, which would be, I did 3 rows. 1, 2, I guess I did 3, excuse me, I did 3, because there's where there's an increase, there's 2, so I did 3. So there's our increase right here, so I'm going to aim for around the same spot. I'm not going to take it out at this point. I think it will be fine. So right here is where I want to, let's see, I think I want to back up 1. So right here is where we're going to do our half double crochet 2 together, basically. So go in like you're doing a half double crochet and bring up a loop, and pull through 2 and hold, and then yarn over and go to the next one, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through all 3, and see how that kind of brings it together. So we're going to continue with our 1 half double crochet to the end, and then we're going to do chain 1 and turn and do 1 half double crochet in each stitch across, and then we'll get back to where I can show you how to do that decrease again. So go ahead and get back to the center point, and we will continue. Okay, so I've got to that middle point, and we're going to bring these 2 stitches together. And remember, you can pause and rewind and go back and watch it again and again and again, so don't freak out, it's not a big deal. So we're going to do yarn over like we're going to do our normal half double crochet, and pull through 2 and hold, and yarn over, and we're going to go into that next one, and pull through 2, yarn over, and we have 3 in our hook, and we're going to pull through all 3. Pulling those 2 stitches together. I just gave it a little tug on my yarn, and that kind of pulls them together. So we're going to continue to do this all the way down the other side. So go ahead and repeat the process of doing the decreasing row and then the 1 half double crochet row until when you fold your work in half, it's the same length, kind of a thing. So go ahead and repeat that and we'll continue. Okay, I have done my decreasing and I folded it in half in the middle of the 3 where I did the half double crochet for the 3 rows, where I said I do 2 but I did 3. So I folded it there, and then so here's where I am. And remember, at the beginning on this side we did 2 rows Well, we did our chain, and then we did 1 row of our half double crochet. So I'm at this point now, so I'm going to do my half double crochet here. So I just want to show you what I have so far. And so go ahead and finish that and do your half double crochet here. Make sure you have everything even and lined up, and we'll continue on. Okay, I completed my 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way across. We're going to chain 1 and turn. And now, because at the beginning of the other side we had that chain here, so we're going to do a single crochet stitch, and 1 in each one all the way across. So to do that, we're going to go in both loops to end it here, and this will give this a little bit more strength. So to do that, you're just going to insert, let me zoom in here, move that back piece. So picking up both loops, we're just going to insert our hook into the both loops, making sure you have both of them on your chain, on your hook, and yarn over. So you have 2 on your hook, and pull that first one through that stitch there. So that just ends it really nice. So let me show you that again. Go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through here, and pull through here. Now I'm going to show you as one solid movement. So go ahead and do this all the way to the end. Just like that. Okay, and then go ahead and chain up 6 from here. So go ahead and chain up 6. Just like that. Turn your work and go ahead and attach it to the single crochet at the top of the single crochet stitch in both of the loops on the opposite side. So picking up the front and the back loops like this, and do a single crochet, the same thing we just did before. Do a single crochet, pull through, and pull through, just like that. Okay, now you're going to chain 1 and turn, and you're just about done. So we're going to do a single crochet around this chain just to reinforce it, because this is our buttonhole here. So just yarn over, go around the single crochet, we'll come back around this way. That would be a half double crochet. We don't want to do that. Now my mind's stuck on half double. So sorry about that. So just go around your work, pick up your loop, come back, and pull through 2. Oops. And then go ahead and do that to the end. And then you're going to want to grab your scissors and your needle and a button of your choice. My button is an inch wide, maybe a little bit more than that, just over an inch, about 1 1/8 or so, but nobody's counting. So go ahead and grab the button of your choice, and we will continue. So I just completed doing my single crochet around that chain. So now we're going to do a single crochet into this stitch right here just to strengthen that so it won't go anywhere. And then do a chain right here. And I've seen a couple of ways to do it. Lately I've been pulling out on here, and you can do it any way you want to tie off. But then I will go down a little bit and cut here, and then pick up here from the loop and then your end and just knot it a couple of times. Because if you just pull through on here, I've seen sometimes where it comes out. I don't want mine coming out. So it's really, really strong. And then you're going to use, I'm not going to show you how to do it, but I'm sure you can figure it out, Just you're going to use your needle to thread this and then work in your tails into your work. So now you have your buttonhole made. So we're going to go to the other end of the work, and this would be, so where the buttonhole was facing outward, this is the inside of our work. So we're going to bring it around to this side. You're going to want to do the same thing with this, is tuck in your tails. And you're going to put this on here to get your button placement. And I need to take my metal off of my button. But right here is where you're going to want to attach your button. So if, you know, you can adjust this to, depending on how loose you want this. You might want to put a couple of different buttons, especially if it's for a child or something and you want to make it so they can grow into it. And, you know, this will stretch. It's yarn, so it's going to stretch. So I'm going to attach my button right here and with my yarn, and I will show you my end product. Okay guys, I get to be the model. Can't find my foam head, so I'm getting ready for a craft show tomorrow, so it's probably already packed up. But here is the headband, and this was so fast. I love this, and you are welcome to, you know, take it and sell it. Just don't sell the pattern as your own, because it's not, but you can sell the product made from it. So here it is, and it's really great because it hides all of the gray or white hairs from all the kids, you know. And I hear one coming in right now, maybe peeking around the corner. Oh, you see my yarn haul. So here it is, and then, oh, it hides the pimples. Attach the button onto the back, and it looks really, really cute. So, happy crochet. Okay, so this is my little model, Emma. Say hi, Emma.
Hi.
This is my Muffy girl. So here is the headband, and as you can see, it has a really nice texture to it. And Emma, if you want to turn, we can show the side, and then we can show, oops, show the button here. Okay, turn back this way. And so that is the end product. So if you like this, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe and share this video with your friends, and let us know what else you would like to see. Smile pretty. Let us know what else you'd like to see, and some tutorials of. Alright, thanks for watching, and we say bye.
Bye.